Hi, and welcome to the Toon Goons, the podcast in which we take an adult and critical perspective into the world of cartoons and animation and analyze how they affect the pop cultural landscape at large. I'm one of your hosts, Nikki.
I'm sick, Nina.
And I am YouTube manager extraordinaire Tooch.
Yet, Nina couldn't be here, so sick Nina's filling in her place.
Hello.
Yeah, we're on YouTube now. That finally happened. We've been talking about it for 6 months. And we did it for real. So you can, as of this recording, our Steven Universe episode is online, and by the time this comes out, hopefully at least one other video should be there.
But yeah, we update like every week on YouTube now, and it's going to be super fun and exciting to be part of that community with all of its lovely people who
with all of its bees and puppy cats.
Yep.
All those things.
Right. Mm-hmm. This week we are talking about the Satoshi Kon film Tokyo Godfathers, which I think I realized as I rewatched it last night is probably my favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's a really good Christmas movie.
I super dug it. I watched it for the first time ever for the show.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, I ain't never seen no Tokyo Godfathers.
It was one of those things that's been on your list forever, right?
Oh yeah, I've always known about it. Basically, like, it's hard for me to sit down and watch a movie. I'll binge a show, but a movie is like such a specific pocket of time commitment. It's like,
oh yeah, I'm the same.
I used to have exactly the same problem. I've gotten better about it, but as always, we're going to start with some news of the week. And because of scheduling, Nina didn't prep us on these, so we're going in blind like old times.
Oh yeah, I forgot I was supposed to do that. Okay.
Man's sick, Nina. Come on, get on it.
No.
You got big shoes to fill. You got big, healthy shoes to fill.
Okay. I'll try to send them to you as we talk about them.
That'll work.
So basically what I would used to do anyway.
Alright. So, the first story is about Kung Fu Panda 3 and how it's the second DreamWorks movie we've heard about this year that is being pushed back, having its release pushed back. The first was that Boo Bureau of Otherworldly Operations, but now Kung Fu Panda 3 is going to be March 18th, 2016. Vacating the Christmas slot it would have had open 5 days after the new Star Wars movie, which is why they moved it, which is both smart but also kind of like sad that they have to keep moving their stuff because of other movies and because they're so scared of losing money.
I guess I get it. If it was any other large franchise, I'd be like, well, I don't know. It's like, but Star Wars, it's like people are gonna see that movie like 17 times each because that's what you do with Star Wars movies. But my first thought was like, really? Kung Fu Panda 3? It's like, what 7-year-old even knows what a Star War is? Like, I'm sure that they'll be totally into Star Wars in due time, but I feel like, I don't know. I guess more people
there
are
have
probably into
been
Kung Fu Panda than
Star Wars cartoons of various levels of quality on TV.
And video
constantly.
games, too.
Yeah, Lego Star Wars is a big thing. There's that new Jedi thing on Disney right now that looks bad but might be okay.
No, I watched the first episode. It was pretty sweet.
Okay, that's good.
I dug it.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be good.
Yeah, Star Wars Rebels.
Rebels,
There's this dude. He had this helmet that like covered a certain part of his face, and then he took the helmet off. He had mutton chops the exact shape of his helmet.
Cool. All right, I'm sold.
That's all I took from that. Me and Alex watched it, and that's all we cared about because that's what happens when we watch things.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I've been sort of waiting for Kung Fu Panda 3 to come out because, that second one sort of left us on a cliffhanger, and I was finally starting to get invested in all this silliness, and I want to know what happens. And it's been such a long time, I wonder if anybody cares anymore.
I've never Kung Fu to Panda, so...
You've never seen him?
Nah, I haven't seen any of them. I've heard good things.
They
seem cool.
They are very good.
I actually don't instinctively dislike Jack Black. I always give him a shot.
Yeah. Yeah, he's good in this. They're good movies, and the first one was like the best looking DreamWorks movie until Dragons. Like,
yeah,
like
it was really
it's
beautiful.
really good. Like 2 was. I don't feel like 2 was like as immediately great as the first one was, but they're both good. They're both definitely worth watching.
And I want to watch the third one, but I have to wait until 2016.
Yeah, which is so far away, it may as well never exist. People are talking about stuff that's going to happen in 2015, and I'm like, shut up, stop it. And 2015 is I forgot to do the thing I was supposed to say. Today is the 15th of December. 2015 is 2 weeks and a bit away, so I better get fucking used to it.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of things coming out 2015, we got a first look at Star versus the Forces of Evil.
I saw that one. I'm on board.
Yes!
I'm on board with this one. Yeah,
which is coming out super soon.
Now that video that they showed was that the thing that was shown at Comic-Con, only now in like real definition.
Yeah, they showed. Now we have the real definition of the opening and the closing.
Oh, I haven't seen the closing yet.
Sequences for the show. The show is going to air on January 18th at 9/8 Central
PM, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mark your calendars, folks.
I wouldn't have asked you to specify, but Korra season 1 burnt me, so now I'm paranoid.
But basically, like between this show and Puppy Cat and other stuff, basically it's like the thing that we all wondered if it would happen or not is happening, and every like 90s anime fan in America is growing up and making cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's happening, and I couldn't be more pleased.
Yeah, this is an interesting discussion topic. We've talked in this show before about like that era of the late 90s and up to the mid 2000s of Western creators trying to ape anime to get a slice of that anime pizza that was so...
Oh, it was always bad.
It was mostly bad. Teen Titans was good.
Well, Teen Titans was one of the early things that did it right because it wasn't...
Was he...
It was genuine.
Yeah, this is the point I'm getting to. That was all people trying to imitate something. What we're seeing now with like Puppy Cat and Star and a lot of other stuff that's like less...
like Steven?
There's a lot of it in Steven. There's even been... there have been bits of it in Adventure Time and Gumball. Instead of trying to imitate anime, this is stuff that is sincerely inspired by anime.
Yeah.
Which is why it looks so much better. Because it comes from a genuine place.
They're not saying, like, I'm going to try and make an anime. They're saying, like, my base level art and the things I love are directly infused. Like, I can't not make something that will remind you of anime because that's where I get it from.
Yeah.
And that's like, that's the most genuine you can get is when something legitimately inspires you.
Yeah, but Star is going to premiere on Disney Channel first on Sunday, January 18th again, and then it's going to have its regular run on Disney XD as Disney's been doing. The episodes they're going to show are going to be called Star Comes to Earth and Party with a Pony.
Oh wait, it premieres on the 18th? That's my birthday!
Wow!
Happy birthday to you, Tooch. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, definitely check out the high-definition opening and closing animated sequences. The main title theme is performed by Brad Breek, and the end title theme is performed by Sheer. Not Cher, but Sheer.
With an S.
Sheer, with an S.
Sheer.
Sheer.
Don't you know?
Brad Breek is the guy what did the opening for Gravity Falls, so hell of a pedigree on that guy.
Totally. It's really catchy and fun. Everyone's going to be singing it.
It's very different from the Gravity Falls one, but it's very good.
Yeah. Speaking of anime, a new Mamoru Hosoda movie has been announced. For those of you who don't know...
Which includes me.
Okay. Mamoru Hosoda is an anime film director most famous for Summer Wars and Wolf Children. If you don't know what Summer Wars is, it's the better version of the original Digimon movie, which he also worked on.
He worked on the Digimon. He worked on the Diaboromon, like the Diaboromon short movie that they used with other shit to make the Digimon movie that America knows.
He worked on the part
first third of that movie.
He worked on the part of the movie with the computers when they were doing all that weird online hacking
Wasn't
thing.
That the first of the three?
The first was the short. The first was the short where it shows where it shows that random Agumon coming to the digital world and fighting Parrotmon.
But that was 6 seconds long, right?
Yeah, but it was awesome.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the first proper vignette. Because if you don't know this about the Digimon movie, the reason why it's such a disparate mess is because it was 3 different movies that were stitched together for the American dub. Kind of like, Many Adventures of the Winnie the Pooh, but not like...
And
but they tried to tie it together as opposed to...
The thing they used to Stitches... The thing they used for Stitches? Ska.
Yeah, the soundtrack was really good. But if you want to see...
This is the second goddamn week in a row we've talked about Less Than Jake in the Digimon movie.
But if you want to see that segment of the Digimon movie as a full movie, watch Mamoru Hosoda's Summer Wars. It's great. And he also did the heartbreaking film Wolf Children, and now he's doing a brand new film set to release in Japan July 11th, 2015, called The Boy and the Beast, or Bakemono no Koi. Sorry.
I mentioned earlier that I had no idea who you were talking about, and then I clicked on the link. It's like, oh, this is that link I sent you.
Yeah.
So good fucking job, me.
The film takes place in a world of animals known as Jutengai. A young boy with no family somehow finds his way from the human city of Shibuya to the animal city Jutengai, where he meets a strong but stubborn bear-like swordsman. The film's key themes will be father and son and growing up. On talking about the film, Hosoda said, "In today's society, family values are changing. We're currently in a critical moment in which we're groping for a new set of family values instead of referring back to traditional ones." He also mentions he wants the film to cheer on young people who are asking themselves, what kind of person am I?
That sounds super rad. It'll probably also be... you'll probably cry.
You'll probably cry. All of his films make you cry.
Yeah.
More or less. I mean, Summer Wars kind of makes you cry. More like...
I cried in the Digimon sequence. I probably would cry if I watched it now.
You'll probably watch it if you cried as an entire movie. He has like this very frenetic, very unique sort of style. And their trailer is up. There is a trailer you can see now. This is not much, but we just see a little bit of the boy and the bear man interacting. I fear for what the internet is going to do with this franchise.
So do we even, like, that's, I feel like we shouldn't even, like, because that's obvious, that's everything. Like, we don't need to remind ourselves how cruel artists can be on the interwebs when they bring their talents to horrible places. But speaking of Digimon, I don't know if you've got any other news. I was going to
just talk about the Digimon story.
Good, because I forgot to bring it up, and I was about to do it. But
Fear not, my friend. I have it covered.
It's just like healthiness here. I love it.
But yes, new Digimon anime details revealed. Back in, I don't know which episode we did, there was this announcement that there was going to be a new Digimon series, and they had a trailer, and it basically told us nothing other than it was going to be about the original group of kids grown up. But now we finally have some art to look at.
Yep.
So this is for the 15th anniversary of Digimon, and this season is going to be called Digimon Adventure Try, and will be featuring character designs from Atsuya Uki, director of the Senkorol series. Yuko Kakihara from Heaven's Lost Property will be script supervisor, and Keitaro Motonaga from the Persona 3 movie, the movie 3, will direct.
Now, is that the third Persona 3 movie?
Yes.
Or are do they just not?
It's the third Persona 3 movie.
Okay, yeah. I literally didn't know because sometimes Japan just doesn't care.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to be...
Zerd?
It's going to be produced by Toei Animation and will premiere in spring 2015. So pretty soon, considering we still don't know anything about it. And it will be...
I read a synopsis on the wiki.
Okay.
On Wikipedia. The series takes place approximately 6 years after Digimon Adventure.
Okay.
And they're 17.
Mm-hmm.
They're in high school. So basically, I'm still confused as to where this takes place in terms of Digimon Adventure 2, where they were also older and in high school, and literally just looked exactly like that.
Were
in
they
the
in
original
high
show art
school,
style.
or were they in middle school?
Their uniforms are even like the same color. I don't know. Or wait, shit, were they? I forget.
Maybe they were in
junior
high.
Actually, yeah, because oh my god, they're okay. So they're keeping that continuity. I just realized. So the older kids are in high school. TK and Kari are wearing their old uniforms from Series 2. So, okay, so they're where they're at, and I think Joe is probably just an adult now. Look at him, fucking, he doesn't know what
he's ready to die.
He's really just an
let me tell you something about
gonna
Joe.
Crawl on the ground.
That's Joe. Joe is my favorite, because Joe has been 30 since he was 10.
Yeah.
I honestly can't recognize anybody because they all have the same face.
This is what I was going to get to.
I hate this. I'm not enjoying this art.
I don't like this art.
I don't really like it either.
No, here's the thing.
Look at Sora and Kari. They are literally making this.
Oh
is
my
a
god!
Joke.
That is
my.
That is
they are
pasted.
Look at them.
Okay, so now I know who's who now, but yeah. And that's Mimi. At first I was like, where the hell is Iggy? And he's
Izzy.
He's upside down.
Iggy's in the fucking Koopa flower or whatever. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know, Izzy. And then... Okay, and then that's,
Matt and Ty look like recolors.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, Ty's... They made Ty's hair look conceivable. Blasphemy.
Yeah, here's the thing, is that...
They don't look like themselves very much.
I'm not going to say that...
Except for Joe, because, he's kind of perfectly translated.
Joe is what ties them together. If Joe wasn't in there, I would only be 90% sure this were the Digidestined. But Joe, I was like, okay, that's Joe.
If it wasn't for the goddamn URL in the top left, earlier this week, I saw this picture, on Tumblr or whatever, and scrolled past because I didn't recognize it as Digimon. It doesn't look like Digimon.
Yeah, it looks like really bad fan art that I would, not favorite on DeviantArt.
Some super generic visual novel. I don't know what, the trends in anime are now versus, what they are then. Obviously Digimon look pretty 90s. And
this is definitely more towards the modern trends.
Yeah, I figured it was something like
Digimon's
that.
Digimon's art style was always very cartoony. They had giant heads and spindly limbs, and they were just 3 steps away from being chibi.
Yeah.
This, everybody's got high school slice of life bland realism anatomy, and I don't like it because I'm a goddamn cartoonist.
It also doesn't help that they're all wearing these uniforms, which, they all had, at least unique outfits in the original series, so we could tell these fuckers apart. But you know what?
And I guess that means, now that you say that, I guess that means Mimi moved back from America.
Yeah, where the hell are Ty's goggles?
Oh, no.
I know they gave them to Davy, but are those in his? Is that what the fuck is going on with his hand?
That's okay. The blue thing is Kari's scarf. The pink thing is Mimi's shoe.
Okay. Oh
There's nothing in his hand.
So Ty
I really hope
his
everybody's looking at
Davy,
this picture
right?
with us.
Davis.
Davy.
Here's my goggles, Davy.
I was gonna make that same voice, but I don't remember what that's from.
Davy and Goliath, the stupid claymation Jesus show that no one actually watched.
Okay.
Oh god,
At least no one alive today. I don't know. It was old.
All right. So the point is, this still piece of promotional art for an animated cartoon, which honestly, let's be fair, isn't super indicative necessarily.
Oh no, I'm still optimistic.
Yeah,
we don't even know what the Digimon. What are the Digimon gonna look like? That's what I'm wondering. This is such a realism style. Where are they gonna? How is this motherfucker gonna draw a single Agumon?
Yeah,
I want to know.
I don't know.
I'm curious to see where this goes. It's
I'm
one
intrigued.
Little thing we've seen looks bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
But here's one thing. You look at Digimon
I wouldn't say
Adventure.
it's bad. It's boring.
It's boring. Extremely boring. If you look at Digimon Adventure, and if you stripped away their hair and outfits, and they all did have the same goddamn face in that too. Probably not as egregiously as this, but
it's. I think it's more forgivable because the face they had was a lot more interesting. Like I said, the style was very cartoony and out there. I think you gave it a pass because everything was like super. Everything else except their faces was crazy and interesting and unique.
Yeah, which is often kind of par for the course for anime.
Yeah,
you know, in a lot of anime and manga, faces are extremely minimalistic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like look at their noses are literally like boop.
Yeah, which is what it was in Adventure as well.
Yeah, that's just anime.
Yeah. So I mean, we've got this. We'll keep an eye on it. I mean, we'll see. Show it. I mean,
I hope Kari's voice actress is still doing stuff and they can get her because she's my favorite voice actress of the Digidestined voice because her voice is so great.
Yeah, her voice is pretty great.
Yeah.
Now, in keeping with Anime Town, which is where we seem to have moved into for this episode, if you are an Attack on Titan fan and live in San Francisco, Los Angeles, New York, you have a very, very special opportunity awaiting you very soon.
So, Nina?
Yeah, so me and cool people. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Everyone who doesn't like Attack on Titan, Nina does not think you're cool.
No, that's not what I'm saying. They're going to be bringing this thing called Attack on Titan Real Escape Game, which is a real-life puzzle game that they had going on in Japan for a while and in Singapore. And it's coming to the United States in February, March, and April. So it's February for San Fran, Los Angeles for March, and April for New York. And what it is that you're participating and you're like pretending that you're Survey Corps trainees whose training is interrupted by some hungry titans. And then you have to work as a team to solve a series of puzzles and find the escape route in 1 hour. Apparently this game is super, super hard and only 10% of participants successfully complete it.
That sounds like Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
What are they using as titans?
I'm not sure. Like in this photo, it like take place in a stadium. People are given like materials. They'll probably be like projecting images on like one of the screens or the boards. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work, but
maybe it'll be like fucking Nickelodeon Global Guts, and it'll be on like bungee cords instead of 3D maneuver gear. And Michael Malley will be there. He hasn't done anything lately.
Like the way that they manifest the Titans is they just try to run everybody over with jeeps, like that one Akewood story.
Like they put big inflatable like Titan
like those,
busts like down to the torso.
Yeah, like those vacuum car dealership noodle guys.
Yeah, the waving tube men.
Yeah, I just
like,
tried going
faces.
to the website, but there's like sound and it was messing me up. But there's a website, so if you live in any of those cities, you can go to their official site, which is realescapegame.com. And
do you want to know what it feels like to be a not main character in Attack on Titan? Here's your chance.
Yeah. So that's... yes. The Inside Out trailer finally came out, like the official trailer that actually shows us more about what the movie's going to be about. And it was interesting. I mean, it's a very creative concept. Pixar hasn't done that in a while. The designs of the emotions are neat. They're like little fuzzy, glittery people. I'm not quite sure what aesthetic.
They're like made out of pipe cleaners.
Yeah, it's like a pipe cleaner aesthetic. But yeah, I mean, it's just not only are we going to
blog on Tumblr.
But it seems like not only are we going to be inside the Riley character's mind, but we also got to see inside of her parents' minds too. So we might be going inside a lot of people's minds.
And that raised an interesting thing for me, because what I figured they were gonna do was like only show us the child's inner perspective, so you never like it was more of like a is this how really the inside of her head is, or is this just a giant metaphor? But like no, every single person has these 5 characters in their brains, like so that's interesting. And what I want to know is if the mom had all moms in her head and the dad had all mustached dads, the girl has multiple genders. Are they also multiple genders, but they all have mustaches? Are they other multiple genders?
Well, I thought about this, and I think...
Like firemen?
I think the way I'm going to justify it is that because she's a teenager and she's still figuring out her identity, the little emotions in her brain, like, haven't decided about how they're going to conduct themselves. So, like, the mom and the dad already know who they are, so all their emotions have sort of coordinated around that, whereas the girl is, like, she's a teenager. She could go anyway. Anything could happen. So
that is a great, interesting, progressive opinion that I am sure is not what Pixar had in mind.
Yeah, so Pixar was like, "Oh fuck, we're stealing that."
I
although
really
how
hope.
narcissistic of it is it of us to think that Pixar's listening? If you're listening, just send us like $60 and we'll be cool.
Come on, holy shit, dude! We can get way more out of Pixar. Don't cut that out and put in a bigger number.
I want to go to the cereal bar.
just invite us over, like on
I
your
want to
dime.
ride scooters.
On your dime.
Invite us over to your house
and like go in the secret bases and stuff. That place is
because
so
you know
cool.
Pixar is like all blanket forts and shit.
There is blanket forts. But yeah, I'm very curious to see how this movie's going to turn out. Like I wonder about what the structure is going to be like. Because it could go in so many different places.
Yeah, and that either means that usually either means that they're gonna totally take it to some crazy place that you didn't even see coming, but you're like, this is amazing, or they're gonna just take no opportunities and make something by the books. That's usually what happens when you have like a really interesting concept. They either completely nail it, or they just Hollywood it up and screw the pooch. It's usually not something middle ground where it's like, yeah, it was alright, they could have done more, but...
Yeah. Well, when is it coming out?
Probably not soon enough.
Was it March? Spring?
Double check. July 24th, 2015. So yeah, we have some time.
Okay, that's not so bad.
We'll probably see some more trailers of it, but yeah, we'll definitely.
Oh yeah, no, we'll see more trailers. We'll see. Do you know how I know that there will be another trailer? Because I don't know 75% of the film's plot yet. I hate trailers.
Okay.
Yeah, like I mean, from that one Strange Magic, we could tell the plot was just, it's a bunch of stupid bullshit.
Well,
it's a bunch of inconsequential. It's a bunch of inconsequential nonsense.
It's a bunch of inquetzalcoatl nonsense. Damn feather snakes.
I'm gonna have to keep in my stutter. I'm trying to hide that I have that.
Aww. Well, okay, we can make it work. We're gonna use it as a transition to talk about mythical creatures, like in Song of the Sea, where we have the dates, the theatrical premiere dates set.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, so, as of the 11th of this month, we know that December 19th, it's going to come out in New York City. Then by January 9th, it's going to be coming out in Los Angeles. January 23rd, it's going to be coming out in Minneapolis, Atlanta, and Omaha. January 30th, it will be coming out in San Diego, Phoenix, Tucson, Honolulu, Bethesda, and Gainesville.
Bethesda, Maryland, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's basic.
No, Bethesda Games.
February 13th, it'll Salt Lake City and Providence, Rhode Island. February 20th, Denver. February 27th, Boston and Albuquerque. And March 6th, Winchester, Virginia. So if you live in or around those cities and live in the United States, look forward to finding an obscure movie theater you've probably never been to and buying tickets to go see this movie.
Nina, go see it in New York. Get the inside scoop. We'll get ahead of all of our competition that probably exists.
Is it going to be like just one theater in New York?
Yeah, it's the IFC Center.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what happened when Princess Kaguya came out. It was only in one theater in the entire city.
In a city of 1 trillion people.
But no one cares about cartoons. You could conceivably do it.
I mean, I'll see if I can go. I did buy my Princess Kaguya ticket but never claimed it. Maybe I can claim it for this. I don't know if it'll work that way, but I'm
probably no.
Just like
hoping.
just a phone calls with a lot of "Come on."
I hate the IFC. So.
The only way. No, you can't go. Come on with that. You got to go full, like mom pissed over the phone, complaining voice. You gotta go. You gotta do the sumo technique.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll try to see if I'll put that on my list of millions of things to do after finals are over.
I can hear you physically writing it down. Just like moving a bunch of papers. I was like,
I literally have a list of everything I'm gonna do every day of my life.
She thinks she's writing stuff down, but then you take the paper from her and it's just pictures of her crying.
Okay.
All right. So that was our news. As always, if you know about a news story relating to cartoons that we haven't talked about, you'd like us to talk about, send us a message either through email, Twitter, Tumblr. We'll talk about how to get in touch with us at the end.
Yeah, Gamma Jamas did that again.
Yeah. My boy Justin.
Did we use one of those stories?
A lot of the stories he sent are stories we already covered, but the few ones that he sent that we didn't cover was that a DVD release of Steven Universe is coming out very soon.
Oh, cool.
It'll have 12 episodes.
Yeah, like the Gravity Falls thing.
Yeah.
To be fair, Adventure Time started off the same way.
And he also wanted us to mention the release of the Little Prince French trailer, which I did see, and it looks really, really cool.
I heard about that, but I'm not French enough to really have any context for what Little Prince is and if it's a faithful adaptation. Honestly,
I haven't read it.
Honestly, the extent of my Little Prince knowledge is that one goof from that episode of Futurama with the paper route.
Yeah, that was my first. That was my introduction to The Little Prince. And I was like, what is this? What is this children's classic? And then I randomly found it in the Second and Charles free bin. Second and Charles, best fucking used books, media, everything store ever. I love it. But there's 5 locations in the goddamn country. Amazingly, there's one in Delaware. I love it. I get free shit from there all the goddamn time. Someone just dumped a whole assload of Stephen King hardbacks in there, and I was like, sweet.
Okay. But the film, it's being produced by Paramount. It's directed by Mark Osborne, who directed the first Kung Fu Panda, and it should be coming out in France October 7th. Look it up, check it out. It looks really cool. It combines high-quality 3D and stop-motion paper puppets. Really cool stuff. All right.
That does sound super cool, actually.
Yeah, you should watch the trailer.
Way to go, Justin. Adox, watch The Throne, because he's moving it on your biggest fan territory.
All right. We're done.
The bare-knuckle fist fight that this will inevitably escalate to will make for great content on our YouTube page.
Yeah, it'll be like I'll call it Goon Booms.
Oh, also Clarence Volume 1 is coming out February 10th. 12 episodes, including pilot.
Cool that they're putting the fucking pilot on one of these DVDs for once.
Well, yeah, the DVD's called Mystery Piñata.
Yeah, the thing is that Clarence is the one show that doesn't need it because they put the pilot just in the show later.
Yeah, well, it's presumably the extended one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe without the framing device, because it has that reference to other Clarence that wouldn't make sense in the fucking beginning. We'll see.